Weston and I had talked about getting married in another state where, they recognize the marriages, and for a long time we thought, we know who we are, we know what our relationship is, we don't necessarily need the recognition or, the validation of others. We don't need that. And then when we actually, as he said, when we actually had it done and you sort of sat and thought about what it meant, it means, it does mean societal recognition. And, marriage means something. It's a label that everybody understands, and they understand that, that has certain meaning, and it means that you have a relationship that's long-term and stable, and, you're committed to each other. And that kind of recognition, it spills over. Everybody else, has to understand that as well, and they understand that, and it also comes with a whole set of rights that for our children are so important. I mean, you talk about all the things that, the rights that you get with marriage. Sure, it also helps the partner, but really for your children, it's the retirement benefits, the disability benefits. For example, if I, God forbid, got disabled tomorrow and I'm the primary breadwinner, well, that the rights and the benefits that Weston would get and the children would get, they're automatically conferred by the marriage, or just, there's things that you can't get in any other way.
That's true.
There's just, that's just one example, and there's 1,000 federal rights that come with marriage that you can't get in any other way. A domestic partnership or a civil union or something like that, it's not the same thing. Okay. You could do that in one state, but it's not going to be recognized in another state, but every state has to recognize our marriage.
It's another reason it's so important that we got married is there's a certain level of cultural recognition that we get from our marriage. I think that other couples who don't have kids, I think especially relationships in the LGBT community, they're seen as in passing, and they're often short, and that's not always the case. And so having a marriage, or kids in our case, I think it really legitimizes that relationship to say, no, we're in this for the long haul. We're here, to death till do us part, and that's very important to us, and it's very important to our society and the way that we've built up our culture.
My husband, who it's crazy to say and use that word, but he is absolutely the best father that I know of.
Brandon loves to come home and play with Xander and get on the floor and run around.
He is unbelievably patient and caring and loving with our children.
He loves his daughter, he loves his son, and he's always shown me how much he loves me, and that's so important.
And I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else.